Yeah, I guess it's, I'm not sure if all these, yeah, I don't want to start getting super duper elaborate. And like I said, my primary focus is always going to be the Tannenberg or my original game. And also, it's like, part of me is like, what the hell are you doing talking about your strategy and whatnot online when your opponent can, watch it or whatever. Good God, I do this with Rob anyways. We both like yak and yak and yak about our strategies. I mean, not like complete, you know what I mean? Like, but it's like, okay, put it this way: when the trap is starting to go, you're like, watch this, and he does it to me as well. Or we're like, okay, this is why I was doing this, or I'm trying to do that. Anyways, yeah, I'm feeling a lot better because I'm telling you, when I got up to this point, anyways, as I'm getting close to the game. Gosh, I just felt overwhelmed. I was like, I'm not spending enough time. I don't even know what strength points my armies are. I don't know anything. I just been putting these effing blocks on the thing. I'm like, but then I was thinking afterwards when I was like, okay, remember you said you were just going to stare at this part of the map and not worry about, and it's, I don't know, for me, it's feeling like it's working. Reason being is, I just was like, okay, what is your job here? If you're just doing the back end and you're looking, I'm like, all I need to do is worry about supplying resources, whether it's human or munitions and all that stuff and food and everything else to the front. I'm not worried about the whatever. And then I started looking at that and I'm like, okay, it's a good thing and a bad thing, right? For being the Russians, in a sense of, a good thing is they've only got like basically 3 double rail lines feeding everything, if you can see what I mean. And which is a bad thing because that means they've only got 3 double rail lines feeding everything. But anyways, this is what I think is my weak spot for the Russians. This area. 2 reasons. Well, 3. Everything seems to be coming through these 3 double rail lines, and I don't seem to have a heck of a lot of troops up there. And when I look over here, there seems to be an awful lot of yellow spots for the Germans. I don't know if you can see that. And those yellow spots for me are cavalry, which means they can run like the wind. And they can cut off my lines of communication. So, okay. Also, I've also figured out, yet again with the Russians, remember, it's like, well, bit of whatever, just fall back, wait, boom. However, when I was reading up and watching some stuff on this, like historically, I guess the Germans started cluing in, like they started learning their lessons logistically in the sense of like, okay, if we're going to make an advance, we slow down, we stop, we wait for our supply trains to catch up, and then we move again, and so on and so forth. And I guess it got to the point where they took Lemberg, and they were starting to think, okay, well, we'll keep going this way. And I'm not sure if it was Falkenheim or whatever. And he said, whoa, or I think they actually wanted to like go all the way the heck up to Minsk. And I think it was Falkenhayn was like, whoa, let's just slow the F down and stop here, kind of thing. And like, anyways, yeah. So that's what, yeah, I'm starting to think of that way. So this is how much I'm willing to give up. I don't want, okay, look at all these fortresses. It's crazyville. So this is what I'm willing to give up as a Russian player, or this is as far as I'm gonna fall back. This is it. Everything else, like, I mean, who gives a, sorry, but it's just Poland, man. So we don't care. It basically would mean it would be right back to square one, except we gave up Poland. And the way I've been reading, and like I said, and watching stuff about Russia, and that was a typical strategy for them, is just fall back and then wait. They regroup and then they nailed you. When you didn't learn your lesson about waiting for your supply train and all that stuff. So that's what I think I'm going to do. Well, initially anyway. So my main objective is to keep these 3 double rail lines open at all times, and the worst I'm ever going to fall back is this area, and I'm willing to give up all that and a lot, you know. It doesn't mean it's going to happen. I hope not. Anyways, I mean, and yet again, I mean, my opponent probably has all kinds of crazy, you know, tricks up his sleeve as well. But that's, anyways, that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I know that like there's gonna be all kinds of stuff that's gonna happen at the front, and it'll be like, whoa, you gotta like. But yet again, like I said, that will take care of itself. All that stuff will take care of itself as long as I can still keep, you know, pumping resources towards them, and also know where. I guess that's my red line or whatever, and yeah, we'll just go from there. I don't, and now I have to look for myself what possibilities I can find to maybe punch a hole and cause the Germans some issues. Because the more issues I can cause them, I mean, obviously the less problems I have. And if I can bleed them dry of resources or something, I don't know, they probably have like 10 times more than I do. Oh, brother. But, you know, this is the way it goes. Oh, where's my little button? There we go. Yeah, so Minsk is the biggie. And those 3 double rail lines, that's it.